Welcome to the Resurrection Bible Study. Are you looking for a way to introduce your students to the final events of Jesus' earthly life? Or maybe you're wanting to help them prepare for the upcoming celebration of his resurrection. If so, this study is for you. The study is designed for ages 7 and up and can be completed in 11 weekly lessons or 40 daily lessons. The study begins with the timeline of the resurrection, beginning with the evil plan by the religious leaders to kill Jesus and ending in his triumphant ascension into heaven. The timeline gives you the major characters and events for the resurrection. Once the map is in place, we begin to go through each point on the timeline one by one and look more in depth in it as we look at the lessons. There are 4 lesson pages. The first one is the review page, in which we review the last few points on the timeline to set the context for the coming lesson. We also review a few memory verses on this page. We have 2 lesson pages in which students will read directly from the Bible, discuss that passage with you, and draw a representation of that passage into their books. Each lesson ends with a lesson review in which we ask factual questions about the lesson. The final page of the lesson is a drawing page, and this is a great page for you to see what your students are drawing from the lesson. They draw their favorite part of the lesson, what impacted them the most. They also on this page review their memory verse. Now the teacher book has all you need to teach. Lesson preparation is easy. The teacher book gives you all the stick figure drawings. It gives you discussion prompts for each passage you will go through. It gives you words and terms you need to look up in a Bible dictionary that may come up in class. It also gives you all the answers to the questions in the lesson review. So with your teacher book, you have all you need to teach the lessons. So what will your students know at the end of this resurrection study? They should be able to draw the entire resurrection timeline from memory. They will be able to tell you facts about each character and event on the timeline. They will be able to recite 9 memory verses. And simply by looking at their drawings, they will be able to retell you the entire story of the resurrection. You will be amazed at how well your students retain what they have learned when they stick figure through the resurrection. What do you need to teach these studies? You will need a Bible. At Grapevine, you get to choose the Bible translation you want to use. You will need a teacher book or a teacher ebook. You will need a student book for each student. You will need colored pencils for each student. Access to a Bible dictionary to look up the words and terms in your lesson. And you will need a marker board and markers to draw the stick figures onto the board as your students are drawing them into their books. That's all you need. Books and supplies that you probably have in your home or your classroom. It's easy to get started with Grapevine. So I would invite you today to order your resurrection study for your class or for your home. Help your students to not only prepare to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, but also help them to build a strong foundation in the Bible that they can build on throughout their lifetime. I'm Diana with Grapevine Studies, where we stick figure through the Bible.